Thanks,
Karin.
Jamie.
Karin, go ahead.
Appreciate it. So thanks everybody. I think from our office, it had some comments to share as we segue into the next sort of roundtable conversation with task force members. So earlier this summer, as many of you might know, Governor Kotek, Senators Merkley and Wyden, and Congresswoman Hoyle and Bonamici asked BOEM to pause on offshore leasing, both to provide the state with an opportunity for deeper stakeholder engagement and also to help the public better understand the work done to date. Oregon's been a leader in adopting ambitious climate programs, and the governor personally has fought for bold policies here in Oregon. She'll continue to direct the state to implement our essential climate policies and ensure that our communities are prepared for and resilient to the impacts of climate change. So we appreciate the addition of this draft wind energy area step so that the broader public can have access to BOEM's proposed analysis of the least conflict wind energy areas developed over the course of the last 16 months. Our commitment to a clean energy future is urgent. This summer was likely the hottest globally on record. 2023 might be the first year whose annual average temperature is 1.5 degrees C above pre-industrial levels. Last week, NOAA reported that the United States has suffered $23 billion disasters so far in 2023, a record for this point in the year, and tragic loss of life, including in our neighboring states. We also recognize that communities can't be left behind in this transition. Floating offshore wind in Oregon's south coast could be a key component of a diverse energy portfolio to realize our goals in Oregon and those in our broader region. It would also create middle-class jobs and diversify and bolster the region's economy. So we see a key piece of this work to identify the right areas in the coast for offshore wind consideration, and also helping stakeholders understand and work with BOEM and NOAA as they calculate and weight data and identifying these draft wind energy areas. Deeply appreciate the expertise that cumulatively everyone has brought to the table here. And also understand that this is not the only table where significant input needs to be provided. And so our office has worked with BOEM to extend the comment period and worked with BOEM to help provide significant public in-person listening sessions. It is a significant lift on everyone's time, and we are deeply appreciative of the work going into those next week. So we look forward to the feedback on these areas. There's already great questions teed up from attendees in the chat. And know that there's a number of stakeholders listening in, ready to provide their expertise to this conversation. So I want to make sure we have plenty of time for that. And we look forward to the roundtable discussion and public comment period as we move ahead. Jamie, I'll kick it back over to you. I think we could probably dedicate more time, I'm guessing, after a lengthy gap between our last task force meeting. Stakeholders and members of the public will have a lot of questions towards the end, and also looking forward to hearing from task force members as well.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Karin. Yes, so we will have more time for task force discussion and questions, which I